Hey YouTubers and friends, how you doing tonight? Excellent, I hope. I hope you all had a fantastic New Year's Day. Whew, I know mine was pretty chill, a lot like my Christmas. Welcome to this post-New Year's show. We'll be talking about all kinds of stuff. We have two guests with us that I managed to get. Our good friend, Dennis Dayton from Prospectors Radio and the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, and our friend from We Dig, Missouri here on YouTube, Andy O'Neill. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. With your hosts, Ed Marvin, Toledo Jess, and Dano. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flash in Your Pan production.
All right, everybody. I'm ready for a really good show tonight with my two partners in crime, Toledo Jess and Dano the Mano, otherwise aka Rignad Man here on on YouTube. Pardon me. Let me get them up above me here. And I'll shrink myself down. Let's see if I can do this without Murphy showing up. I'll shrink myself down a little. There we are. We have... How you doing? How was your New Year's, guys? Hey, Jesse. Yeah, yeah. I chilled at home with Judy and had a really relaxing time. Like Dano said, Dano and Barb came up and gave us a visit. Hung out here for a while on Saturday, went out to eat at the burger stand, had a good visit. I see we have some new names in the house and some old. Yeah, and huh, what I do, what I do. Uh, well, it's, you know, better
How about
sooner
now?
than
Oh,
later.
now,
Sound
now,
from them.
They should be
Murphy,
able to
now we
hear
got
you
Dennis
now.
holding his phone up.
Yeah.
Do you hear us now, people?
Come on, Ed.
Are we here?
You're
They
supposed to
should be
be.
able to hear
You're,
us now.
you're
No
supposed to be
sound from
handling
them.
no sound from them at all.
There you go, Matthew
Okay.
says. Okay,
Matthew,
now we're
well,
here.
we have Matthew,
Okay.
we have Rich Cooley, Robert DePati, hey, Bob, Bobby. We have Sean.
Yeah,
and
hey, there's
we have
Tim.
Gold
Tim
Hunter
just
There's
showed
Tim
up.
Grimes. He showed up.
from Vermont.
Yeah.
And we have Mr. Tim Grimes, the creator. Shadow from Arizona.
There, Rich
Yep.
hears us now too.
Sean's visiting us from Canada.
There's Hook. Hook's here.
There's
He's
the Hook's
listening.
in. He hears
Hey,
us
Hook.
good now.
I will call you. It's been really busy over this weekend, buddy, but I will call you. I left you a few messages on Skype, buddy. It was good to see Robert Dupotti at the last OSPA meeting. We have our good friend Andrew. It must be lunchtime down under in Australia. It's always good to have you here, Andrew. Maybe even
So-
David from Tasmania will show up.
Let's bring our guest in tonight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Jump on in anytime, Dennis and Andy.
Welcome, guys.
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
it's finally glad to get on your show. It's been a few months.
Yeah.
Hey,
The mysterious
blame
Dennis
us.
Dayton has arrived.
I have
Oh.
arrived. Yes, I have.
He was making me suffer because that one time I was going to have him on and it was back-to-back Go Prospector Space or Prospectors Radio hosts, and I didn't want to do that. And I'm like, hey Dennis, do you mind? So I think he got at me a little bit about that, didn't you, buddy?
Not really. It just had a lot going on, you know, stuff like that. It happens, but hey, I'm glad I'm here with you guys. You know, this is I love the one thing I love about it is the video. You know, I love the video where you can, you know, have 2 or 3 people and you can, you know, you can see, and
right?
I think
Look
it's
at
really cool.
How do you do that, Ed? He's squeezing out our other guest. Look at that.
Because our other guest is on an iPhone.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Andrew's
why.
Andy's on his phone, so
Turn it sideways, Andy. See if it changes the perspective.
oh sure, now it's squeezing out Dennis.
Remember, I told who was it? I told Jesse. I used to tell him that all the time. Turn your phone
Right, turn
sideways.
Yeah, because it,
There we go.
it changes. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
That's good. That's good. That'll work.
For those who don't know, Andy over here, he's another YouTuber. He has a metal detecting site, We Dig Missouri, right?
Yeah, my site's We Dig Missouri. Yep.
And
What?
while you were doing that, what's your show and stuff on Thursday nights? And let's talk a little about that.
I do a show on Thursday nights on Facebook. It's on my personal profile. It's we do it. It's called We Dig Metal Detecting, and I just bring special guests on, and it's kind of like a FaceTime video, but we'll do it. They'll jump on, and we'll talk to them about metal detecting, do a little interview with them, and then after that, we will we usually try to have a music guest join us, and then they'll come and join and play a song for us, and then we finish the show. We do a lot of giveaways. We have a good time. What I like to do, and the reason I decided to do the show, if you got a minute, I decided to do the show because I thought that it's so crazy that we are in all these groups and we like and comment and share and post and on all these people's posts, and we really don't know who they are, you know?
Right.
And I thought it would be, it was almost a necessity to bring something like that to Facebook and bring the people, you know, the people that they like to see and or comment. So, in a sense, bring our community just a little bit closer. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Old Dennis here. He's notorious for Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Dennis Dayton.
You know, I've got a lot of people that do that now, and I love it. When they get on
Yeah.
it, they Facebook Live.
Yeah, about all of us GPS brothers and sisters that do it, huh? Facebook
Yep, I love it. I love
Shad,
it.
Kathleen,
Yep,
you,
I do it.
I don't even have
Jesse.
Facebook Live, and I've been on it.
Yeah, and
I think it's a
Andy's-
really great tool. I think
Oh,
it's
it
a
is.
really great
It
tool
is. It
for
is a great tool.
bringing people together, and I think it's a really great tool for getting yourself out there if you're trying to, whatever you're trying to do. I think because Facebook is definitely moving to a video format. I mean, it's very apparent everywhere you look on Facebook. There's a new video, or they're getting their ads.
Well, look,
at you.
even now, if you go on Facebook Live, especially if you got an iPhone, not only can you be Facebook Live, but you could also bring someone else in
Yep.
to your Facebook Live, and you have a guest on your Facebook Live. You know.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. It's my show is basically me on Facebook Live, and then I join a guest like that, and then I interview them, and that's why I decided to do the show, is when you could join somebody as a guest.
Right. Now,
Uh,
Dennis and I did that one night, just to
Yep.
play with it, you know, and that was pretty cool. It's cool because you can interact, you can get instant feedback, you know, real time, honest feedback, because now you're face to face, not hiding behind the screen.
Well, see, I'm not just an audio guy. I'm not just an audio guy. I like the video.
Right.
I always, push to go video. And I know Timmy's watching. I've been pushing him, trying to figure out how we can.
I know Shad and you guys over at Prospectors Radio have really been working hard at bringing a video aspect to it.
Yeah. Yep.
Those guys over at Detect America, they do the live stream. They have their show, and it's a live stream, but it's not on Facebook Live, and I believe that's where your main audience lies. I mean, unless you have a ton of followers on YouTube or whatever, you basically got to rely on your own network on Facebook if you're going to do some sort of live like that.
Right, and that's. I already shared and liked our video tonight, so I'm sure we'll get some people coming in that way. I was looking for, what was the name of that video conference thing that we were on the other day, Ed?
I have that page somewhere. What's the name of it?
See, now you're hunting. Earlier it was Jesse hunting for his treasure book.
Appear.in.com.
Yes. Appear.in. It's a video connection where you can get up to 8 people talking. Now I don't know whether you can live stream that out.
I think without a pay account, Jesse, I think it's 4.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
and with the paid account, with the pro account, it's like 12 in one room.
So you can actually get
Skype,
4
I've
people?
had 6, 7 on in Skype. We've had quite a few on Skype.
yeah, you can
Say
get
what,
them on.
Dennis?
We've had
I said
quite a
you
few on
can
Skype before.
You can get 4 people on without paying?
Yeah, I believe
Man,
so.
that's what we need to do.
And like Andy was saying, the Facebook being a great tool for like Facebook Live and stuff. I know you utilize it all the time, Dennis, and so does the Biffles, our friends, the Wandering Buffaloes, and I used to do a lot more Facebook Live than I do now because I've moved a lot of it back over to my YouTube channel. Because I believe YouTube's future really is live streaming,
Well, I think Facebook will keep up with it, but I tell you what, it's Facebook Live has, being able to go and not just like listening to the radio, but man, anytime you do, videos on YouTube or you go Facebook Live, it's really pushed my subscribers I average, and I when I was actually back in Oklahoma over the holidays, I was talking to one of my buddies, and I said, I'm averaging about 5 to 7 people that subscribe every day to my YouTube channel, and it's still, and I've been taking screenshots of it, and every day, no less than 5 people every day subscribe to my YouTube channel.
That's
Very
nice.
good.
So I've got to hurry up, and I've got to get a video. I mean, it's been cold since I got my man cave ready. I've got to do something. I've got to run some cons or, show on a video because, I try to at least get one video every month.
Hey, do a video on the Cooley 8-inch.
I am.
You need
That's what I'll be
something for
running.
the winter time, definitely, Dennis. If it's on research or gold cleanup in your new gold trailer, your gold house, your processing house.
I'll tell you what I got. Well, you guys can see me. Oh, God. I've got this right here.
Is that pirate pit material?
This is, yes, it's pirate pit material. So I've got it sitting right here at the couch. And what I do is I'll get a pan and I fill up my gold pan full of this material. Then I take another gold pan and I add water and I set on top of my bucket.
There,
And then I
Dennis.
put another gold pan that I pan into, So yeah.
We got Gold Hunter on here says, Dennis, your Gold Rush Nugget Bucket was the first video I watched before joining GPAA.
Cool.
So,
Good.
yeah. I mean, that's one of the things that I like about, and that's how I got into it, watching YouTube videos,
Right.
And then starting to follow people on Facebook and watching the lives. I'm sure a lot of us have done that.
I still have, and believe it or not, I don't leave home without my Gold Rush Nugget Bucket. It's always in the back of my truck. Always.
I know, I've seen it back there.
Yeah, because you never know. I mean, if you guys are like me, anytime I go over a bridge or something and there's a creek, I'm surprised I haven't wrecked yet. I'm always looking.
Hey, look,
That moment.
nice gravel bar. Ooh, some bedrock.
And I've got I can jump out, I can sample, boom, I'm there.
Right on. What's up, Andy?
Andy, you look lost.
I'm listening.
He's comfortable.
Jump in, man. It's supposed to be about you tonight.
He's
too,
comfortable.
Well, actually,
to
be honest, I've definitely wanted to get into, at least learn how to use a pan and.
Well, I was going to ask you about that too. Do you ever look for gold? I know you're in the meddling section, right?
Yeah, I metal detect, but I mean, obviously, I dig those gold tones. I've never actually found any gold, but one day. But I have shown a really high interest lately in wanting to try to pan a little bit and just to see if it's something that I would enjoy.
If you like metal detecting,
you should join this site right here, goldprospectorspace.com.
I joined it the other day.
Oh, okay, very good, Andy. And
check out all the tabs on the top of the main page.
There's a lot of detectorists there, and I'm sure there's some prospectors in your area that would love to take you out. Just put your feelers out there. And...
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, I tell you what, you take me detecting in Missouri, you're not far from me. I'll bring you here to Indiana. You'll catch the fever, my friend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, dude, the first time you get that color in that pan, it's unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's amazing.
Nothing like it. Nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
I could understand that. It's probably, for me, it's probably like the first time you ever dug a silver coin, or you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
The difference between the difference that I see between the two is, with you found something that's lost, right? Something that's been lost and not been seen
recovering history.
Right. Where what we're doing is we're finding stuff that's never been found before. you know, and that makes it a little bit different in the sense that we're both still looking for treasure. We're still looking for, you know, those kinds. I like history too, you know. I like to find that stuff, those relics and that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's gold is a whole different fever. It's a whole different
that's why
fever.
they call it the gold fever. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a whole different. Hey, gold will make you, especially when you first start, will make you have dreams about gold. The first time you find gold out in the wild, actually find it for the first time, you'll have dreams about gold. It just in just all kinds of weird ways, you know. There'll always be.
I need to buy a sluice. Oh
Yeah,
man,
right.
I need to move more material. I need to buy a dredge. I need a high banker.
There isn't a day goes by that I don't think about, you know, where can I go, or just thinking about finding gold every day.
Really?
Almost all day.
I thought about. I looked into one of those little black magic deals, but I think what I need to do is start out with a pan.
Absolutely.
Just learn that.
I agree.
Just learn the pan and get comfortable with that. Whether I
Get
find anything or not, just get comfortable using a pan before I even went any further into it.
Get yourself some practice panning using like lead. Buy yourself some bags of pay dirt.
BB shot or something.
Yeah, you know, some pay dirt that's got little chunky gold in it, some pay dirt that's got some really fine stuff in it, and just practice with it. If you do it in a tub, you're not going to lose it. So if you do lose it, you can just try it again, you know, until you get it down. I mean,
Andy,
that's
one
what I
recommendation: if you haven't done it and you're going to start, you want to try it. Do yourself a favor and get yourself a gold pan. Start out with a gold claw. I'm telling you,
What is it?
It's called a gold claw.
The gold claw.
I agree.
It's a little. Here's the pocket claw. I don't know if you guys can see this or
Oh,
not.
I love my pocket pen.
You know,
this
is what nice thing about this little the pocket claw is I can actually pan my material from this pocket claw while I'm sitting here. You guys saw the bucket, so that's right here. So it's
great.
totally different. I mean, if you use a regular round gold pan, and then you try to switch to a gold claw, you got to retrain everything. And I mean, if you start out with gold claw, man, you got it made.
Yep.
Well, and I'll tell you what, something I've noticed, because who was it that does that? Was it Fred Hurt? Is it Fred? No, not Fred. One of the TV prospector dudes, when they use their round pan, they actually shake it like the gold claw. Oh no, it's what's it from
Dakota Fred?
No, from the Christine Rose. The old man.
Oh,
not Sean
Steve.
Pomeranke. Steve Pomeranke.
Steve Pomeranke. He works his gold pan like the gold claw. He goes back and forth. He doesn't do the swirl.
Right.
Yeah. So it's probably something that would be easier to learn to use the round pan after you learn how to use the gold claw. You know, because learning to use the gold claw, if you already know how to pan with a round pan, it's tricky. It takes retraining your muscle memory.
Yeah.
You know,
I
think it'd be easier to go the other way.
The gold claws. Definitely. I love that pan, and I know it catches razors. Our buddy from Juneau, Alaska, both my pocket pan. I was doing it in front of Dano too, like a scoop,
I got pictures
just
of it
really fast. And
even Dennis's talcum powder.
That really well. Pirate Pit stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even old days of Pirates Cove, you know, you might get fooled by a zipper tooth here and there.
Here and there. The whole pair of pants.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing your show, Andy?
Me, I guess this Thursday when we go live at 8, it'll be my 11th episode. I've had a lot of really cool guests on. Like I said, I just like to just bring people to people, So
Right.
for me, it doesn't matter if they're big YouTubers or if they're somebody nobody knows. For me, it's bringing the community closer.
Yep.
I know my first guest we had on, his name was Tim Rathjen. Tim is a really, really cool guy. He's one of the largest coin dealers in the world. It's definitely the largest wheat cent dealer in the world. Like nobody deals with wheat cents like he does. Tim, he invented a machine that you dump the coins in, and it'll separate them by date. It'll grade them, and it'll shoot him a text message if it finds a $50 coin, and he can go back to his office and pick that $50 coin out. He's got an app that's called Looksy, and he could take a picture of it with his app, post it on eBay, boom, bam, boom. 3 minutes later, have a coin sold. I mean,
Wow.
it's that fast. I mean, but he was my first guest, and nobody knew Tim. Nobody in the metal detecting community, because that's where I target. That's my target
Right.
audience.
Right.
Is the metal detecting community. So nobody knew Tim really. I brought Tim out. We talked, and we interviewed him. He took us down, showed us his machine, and then next thing you know, Tim's all over everybody in the metal detector community now. A lot of people, But that's what it's about.
Yep.
Is opening up for people, because I mean, I may know somebody that you may really like that you don't know, and that's why we do it.
Right.
Well, we've had one of the same guests already, Jocelyn Elizabeth,
Yeah.
just a week or two after you did, and we're having another one you just had on too, Bo, which Aqua
Oh
Digger,
yeah.
that should be a really good show.
Yeah, Bo is a vast array of knowledge. He knows a lot about a lot of things. So, yeah, he was a good show. We had some technical difficulties on his show, but I mean, that happens. It happens.
All the time.
Doug Murphy.
We worked
Gee.
through it, but it happens.
All
And
the time on this show.
Bo
then,
knows.
Jocelyn was a good show. But I want to tell you, I've had some really good shows that weren't people that anybody knew really at all. I mean,
Right.
Not well known like those people.
Right.
Some of my best shows have been people who not very many people knew. And I guess those are the people that are able to take the time out and work personally with me. A week or two in advance, and we just go back and forth, and I get a feel for them, and they get a feel for me, and then actually when we go live and do the show, then it's like we already have a connection, and we've already made that connection. So now we're just bringing coming on the show and having a conversation, really.
Right.
So I tell you, those guys were great to have on, but I look forward to the smaller people that aren't as well known too. So.
Yep.
Yeah, we want to bring in people in your community, our community, inventors, other YouTubers, and just
all
like
forms
you
of
said,
treasure hunting.
Yeah, even
And
bottle hunters,
survival, right.
arrowhead hunters eventually, outdoors, survivalists, whatever goes into our circle, Most of us prospectors, we also camp a lot. So, that's all part of it, huh, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I'm out in my camper now.
Yeah.
You're
See,
home away from
Daniel's already ready to go.
Yeah.
Thank God the furnace works good. That's all I can say.
He's living large now, out of the tent, and graduated to an RV.
But now you guys, you prospectors though, now, I mean, I guess unless you're living in a warm area, your season's over too, huh?
That depends on how hardcore you want to be, my friend.
Yeah, true.
I was just out, 3 weeks ago. I was out for a day. I mean, it was a cold day, but I had good neoprene waders. So anything really cold was my hands and arms. But it was a good day to be on the creek. It was a beautiful day.
Andy, it's kind of like working construction. I do the same thing. I run all summer and I save a lot of my cons, my concentrates, and I put them in these 5-gallon buckets. That way, when winter comes,
we work them during the winter.
Then I can, I do test samples as I'm running, make sure I'm still on the gold, but I throw it in the 5-gallon buckets. And then now, we got the snow and the cold. I'm working my stuff indoors. It gives me something to do in the wintertime.
Sitting on the couch watching some TV,
having a cleanup party.
That's exactly. I've got my feet propped on the bucket right now. So it stays right here in front of the couch.
Now, I mean, how rewarding? I mean, how I say rewarding. How is it financially? Is that a financial thing for you? Are you able to live with what you find, or are you? Well,
laugh
this
at
is
you.
a serious question.
Yeah, true. It is a valid, serious question.
It is, but it's still.
It depends. I mean, my buddy Larry in Kentucky. Now he comes up just on weekends, and just this last year in 2017, he got well over 3 ounces of gold. Now that's just coming up, doing it on the weekends part-time. Sometimes he has to work half a day Saturday, so he might get a day in. So, I mean, if you know where to go and you got the right spots to go to, you can actually,
at least supplement your income.
Well, you're gonna get out of it as much as you put into it. If you got a good spot, where you're getting some gold, and you go working for an hour a day, that's all you're going to get. You work it for, 8, 10 hours 12. A day. You do it all summer. Yeah.
Bite to door.
Right. You're going to get what you put into it. So for your average guy that's going out, let's say someone like me who's retired, goes out on the weekends. No, you're not going to make your money back unless you got a really good spot. And,
right.
Unless you're sitting on this big old pocket, with nuggets falling out of your butthole.
Our biggest gold is all of us that met, all of us guys that met on the creek and sat by the fire. Right. That's kind of the gold for a lot of it.
For a lot of us, we enjoy being out there camping. I know I like finding the gold without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
But I like also being out there camping and hanging out with people and tipping back a few and lighting up a couple and, just having a good time.
Well, now, see, there you go. See, that's also the same thing with me. I may go detecting all the time. I may go here, there, and everywhere. And, there's days I go out and I've spent 4 or 5 hours and I haven't found diddly squat worth really anything. But I'm doing what I want to do and what I like to do.
Yep.
Right. You have the ability. You're able to get out there and have that hope that you'll find that gold coin. Have that hope you'll find that big chunk of gold like us.
Right.
We have that hope that we're going to find that big old gold nugget that's going to put us over the top.
But until then, we're going to have a good time doing it.
Until then, we're going to sit back and enjoy the creek and the company and playing in the dirt and in the water. Sure, digging and hanging out with Dennis Dayton.
And like David Villa says, do it for the love of doing it.
Exactly.
Love of it.
Now, Jonathan Brett, that's what he does.
Oh, true. He does it full time.
He does, yeah. I mean, he's right here in Indiana, not too far from me, and he's rain or shine, snow, ice. I mean, he's in the water, he's in the creek, he's that's what he does, and he makes a living off of it.
Right. He has a situation where he can do that.
Right.
And especially back here in the East, where we can't just go claim, some mineral rights from somebody. You got all the land is private property, So, and, you know, you have to get permissions. You have to go through other things. So it's a bit different than out west. I mean, there is a difference.
You know, even what I do, you know, the best places to metal detect are people's property.
Right.
So that's something that I'm very used to, is knocking on doors and saying, hey, this is what I do, and I would really appreciate it and love that, you know, you'd let me do it over here. So.
Right. All right. Hey, guys, I need to get in a hard commercial or a hard break real quick. So we'll be right back with our good friend Dennis Dayton, the Indiana Gold Hunter, and our friend Andy O'Neill of We Dig, Missouri. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
All right.
I threw out that commercial real quick since our good buddy Tim Grimes was in the house.
We got Dennis on the show.
Happy Timmy Grimes Day.
Yeah.
Oh, can they skip the ad for you?
Pardon?
Can they skip the ad?
No, not on this one. It's my own hard ad from one of my personal sponsors. It isn't a YouTube ad. It's my own. That's Prospector Radio from GPS. Tim Grimes and our family at Prospector Space and Prospectors Radio. We're a pretty tight-knit family, I would say, huh, Dennis?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, I think I just seen one of Tim Grimes' video the other day. He was doing some sort of giveaway for Christmas or something.
Oh, God. You listened to the song, did you?
I was just on his live video on Facebook.
I remember you coming in there. He came on with the ZZ Top beard and did his Dennis Dayton.
Yeah. He put that beard on and we always it's kind of a running thing. I'll do jib jab stuff and poke at him and try to, come up with really funny stuff, and then of course he always comes back and pulls jokes and pranks and on me. So it's fun. I'll tell you that much. It's been fun, and I've had fun with Tim. My gosh, it's been 4 or 5 years now. I think I've been with him on the show, something like that. So
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Well,
so you see,
I want to say though, real quick though, before I forget, if I'm not friends with any of you guys that are on here right now, add me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook, because I like to follow. I'd like to follow you guys, maybe learn a little more. Whatever you post, I'd like to check it out, and just add me. That way I can keep in touch with you, and who knows, maybe have you on the show one day or whatever. You know how it goes. We all boost each other, if that's what we're into, that's what we're into. But if we're in it together, we might as well boost each other. That's the way I see it.
Well, Andy, I don't know if you heard pregame or pre-show. I don't know if you'd stepped out or not, but the last 2 springs, me and a buddy of mine, Bill Conrad, we go down and metal detect where there's it's called Hangman's Cross or Dead Man's Cross, Hangman's Cross. And basically it's a treasure that they robbed from a bank, and, they got drunk the night before, and they were, the town's trouble people, and they were bragging about it, and the town got tired of it. And sure enough, they robbed the bank, and they went from point A to point B. And when they got to point B, they didn't have the loot with them, but the townspeople was there, and they hung them. the brothers. And so we got permission from the farmer, and so it's been 2 springs. You know, we try to go before they plant the soybeans or the corn, and we try to hit different locations every year. So, you know, come March, April, this will be a 3rd year. We'll be going back, and might even see if you want to come down and maybe swing a detector and get on the hunt.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. You guys have a general idea of where it's at, or
I tell you what,
I'll just gridding it off, or
no? We actually got the exact location where they traveled from point A to point B, and when I'll hit you up on Facebook, and then I'll send you a lot of information on where we're digging, what we're doing. If you want to do a little research on it yourself, and then, you know, when we get ready to go, we'll let you know plenty ahead of time if you want to come down and join us and see if we can't find that treasure.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
I tell you what, all you got to do
that's
too
like
is
a dream, though. Like, you know, those are dreams for people who metal detect things like that. That's what.
Yep.
Those are the ones where the once in a lifetime kind of find. You know.
So
you know
we do it.
What I did is I googled lost gold in Ohio, right? And I found a ton of legends and robberies, and I imagine if you did that with Missouri too, you can probably find the same thing.
Well,
Just
they got Jesse James cash out
right.
here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, people have been looking for that. I had somebody contact me not too long ago. He said he swears up and down it's on his land. He hasn't found it yet, but he swears up and down. It's on his land. And I said, well, let's hear some details of what kind of information has led you to believe that's on your land. And he comes at me with this and this and this, and it sounds good, but you just never know.
Right.
You just never know. You
Right.
know, so it's one of those you go out there and you swing and hope you find something anyway. I've seen a lot of people find a lot of really cool stuff. I've seen a lot of people find a lot of really cool stuff that they didn't really find that they put in the ground. You know, like you just never know. You just never know. You just got to trust people and hope that they're being honest.
Are you saying they're salt in their pans?
Well, is that a prospector joke? I guess.
Yeah.
You know, when you salt to pan or you salt to claim, it's you put the gold there. So
Right.
and pretend now.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing. You know, not a lot. Excuse me, not a lot, but there are the ones who crave attention, who plan a find, and it's easy. It's easy to tell. I mean, it's easy.
Well, yeah.
Anybody who's been metal detecting knows what a coin comes out of the ground looking like, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I guess that's in everything, you know. And I hate to question people's finds, but there's some of them, and I would never call anybody out, ever really call them out.
But you just want to do your research.
But yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll just scroll on by and know that was just not that was probably not a real find, and I ain't giving you the like or the comment or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I just scroll on by.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you know, after all, they're the ones that got to live with it, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It just degrades the integrity of the hobby, you know.
Well, it sure does. It's like not filling your holes back in, you know.
Oh.
It's like going to some property and digging a bunch of holes and not filling them in. That sure don't help.
So then now nobody can dig there ever again because they had a bad experience with one idiot metal detectorist.
Right.
So, yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, one idiot can wreck it for a lot of good people.
Yeah, like digging a bank or something, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, and I've never found a nugget. Right, I'm still looking.
One day,
What's
Jesse,
been your
one day?
One day?
I did get a picker. I got a nugget.
Yeah, I've gotten some of those. What's been your best find so far since you've been metal detecting? What's been your prized find?
It's a hard one, you know.
Because not all your best stuff is worth a lot of money. It's just what you like, you know. Right.
What's valuable to you?
Right.
I tell you, I don't know. I couldn't tell you like my best find because I've never really found anything super, super valuable or, but I found stuff that to me mean a lot, like I found a really pretty silver ring that means a lot to me because it was the first silver ring I ever dug and it's really pretty. I found,
Cool.
the silver coins I've dug, they mean a lot to me because I've dug them and but I've never really found anything like worth a bunch of money. And I live in Missouri, and there's lots of Civil War history here.
Oh yeah.
I've never dug a Civil War bullet. When I find one of those, that's going to mean a whole hell of a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
yeah,
there's a lot of things that would mean that I would care or really care about that maybe somebody on the West or East Coast would be like, oh, it's another Civil War bullet, whatever. I dig these 50 times a day.
Hey. I understand the feeling because we got people from the West Coast talking about their fly poop, and it's like our pickers, and they're going, that's crap, that's just fly poop, When I'm looking at it going, well, those are pickers to me, those are Ohio nuggets, So it's all relative as far as what you're finding. I mean, like I said, it's not necessarily something that has great value, but it's really cool to you, and it's you maybe learned the history of it or something,
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that I found because I'm not like I've been metal detecting for a couple years, so a lot of times, when I find something really cool or something, that's something that I first found. May have never found it. So, there's a lot of things like I have Indian head pennies that were my first one, and it means a lot.
Right.
V nickels that I found my first one. That one means a lot. So I got a lot of those. And I guess it's kind of like you when you find your first decent sized nugget, or you're getting something besides flakes
fly
or
poop,
whatever, that fine stuff.
Fly poop.
For me, it's the same thing. Whenever I
right.
come across, man, I just dug a croto bell or whatever,
Right.
With metal detecting, there's so many firsts because there's just so much crap in the ground, Really.
Wait, aren't you supposed to be saying treasure?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of crap too.
Okay.
If you're gonna detect metal, buddy, you better be digging up crap, or you ain't doing it right.
Right.
And one thing
So we got past the what's been your most your best find. What's been your weirdest find?
My weirdest find.
Shoe, pair of pants, what?
Well, there's
I mean, maybe not even metal detecting.
See a lot of stuff on top of the ground, but I found garter belt clips that are pretty. I mean, that's just an odd thing to me to find. I've never found anything like super weird. I know I have friends who have found, old three mothers, widows, or three whatever condom containers and stuff. That, but I've never dug anything really crazy like that.
So what kind of places do you dig? I mean, do you dig yards, fields, cellars? I mean, do you
around here,
specialize in anything?
There's not so many cellars that I have had access to. Now, for me, a lot of places I dig are just old home permissions, houses from the 1800s.
Right.
But those houses, a lot of them are full of trash, and you got to dig through a lot of trash to find anything really worth, your time.
Yeah, I know. That's where I practice in my front yard, and I got tons of trash, and one $1.50. So that was cool.
Well, that's cool. I found a couple $50. I found a couple dollar coins. Nothing like you see some of these guys who pull the silver halves and the walking and the Morgans.
Right.
And I've never. Those are people who find those are finding like a once in a lifetime find, like because people didn't drop big silver like that. Just the ground's not littered with big silver like that,
Right.
So when you come across something like that, you got yourself a really sweet find. So
Now, what kind of machine do you like to swing?
Well, what I swing right now is a Ace 400, which is, I bought it last year. I had a Whites before that, and I bought the 400 last year. Now, that being said, I love my Ace 400, but it's a limited machine, I think, and I think sometime this year, since now I'm actually a Garrett dealer, I'm actually probably gonna upgrade to a AT Max. That's probably where I'm gonna go.
Now,
I'd like the Equinox, but I can't drop $1,000 on a machine right now.
I can understand that. Since you brought up you being a dealer, why don't you shout out how people can get a hold of you and buy a detector from you?
Well, okay. It's kind of like I do. My show's called We Dig Missouri, and you can find me on Facebook, Andy O'Neill, We Dig Missouri. I do my show on my personal page. It's 8:00 Central Time. My group. Did I say my show's We Dig Metal Detecting? Right. My show is okay. My group is We Dig Missouri. My show is We Dig Metal Detecting, and my business is We Dig Metal Detectors. So if you just type in We Dig on Facebook, something's gonna pop up that is associated with me.
So if they want to get a Garrett or a machine through you, they could contact you on Facebook through
any way you want, on my personal page, on my group, through my business page, We Dig Metal Detectors. Either way, doesn't matter. If you just type in We Dig, something from me is going to pop up. I have no doubt about that.
Excellent. Boy, we've had you on for almost an hour now, Andy.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I really appreciate your time, Ed.
We appreciate your time, sir. And,
yes.
Thank you.
I've been in a couple of your shows on Facebook. I like your attitude. Plus, you're a ginger like me, so us gingers got to stick together.
Yeah, so. We're a dying breed, brother. We're a dying breed.
Oh, I don't know, man. You should see my grandson. Both of my grandsons. Talking about gingers, big time.
Yeah, I'll hook up with you, Andy, on when we get off here later on this evening. I'll friend you on Facebook.
Yeah, that sounds great. And anybody, if you're watching or whatever, just add me as a friend. I love to interact. I love to talk to new people. I love to learn about people. And if you got something special you're doing that you want other people to know about, just definitely let me know. Because I like I said, I don't care if you're big or small or whatever. I bring anybody on the show because I believe in bringing everybody together. So that's what it's
with
about.
The right group, then, Andy.
We're a motley crew.
Yes, we are.
We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you and the family, your wife and kids, accommodating you while we're taking your time right now. And I know we probably had you a little longer than you wanted to be.
Well,
It is what it is, right,
It
brother?
is what it is. All right, guys. Ed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Go check us out, and thank you so much for having me on. Get a hold of me, and I guess I will see you when I see you, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for
It's been fun.
Thank you.
Join us whenever you can, if you can.
Yeah, I know. I've subscribed and I hit the bell, so I get notified.
Okay, there you go.
Excellent.
There you go.
Excellent.
That'll work.
That's what you do. All right, guys.
Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for joining.
And on this note, we'll get back to Dennis Dayton and open up some phone lines right after this message. So one last commercial for you guys to bear through, and we'll be right back.
for sure.
Andy was a pretty cool guy, you know.
Oh yeah.
It sounded like his kids were getting a little bit restless, a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear it in the background.
I think he'd enjoy prospecting if he got out.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
I think he would.
That was nice of you to invite him to Indiana, Dennis. You know, there's some really good gold in Indiana. People be shocked, I'm sure, if they really knew. I mean, there's no gold in Indiana.
No, there's no gold.
That's
Or
what
Ohio.
Oh yeah. No gold.
No, we're wasting our time, so don't worry about it. So how was your trip, Dennis? You just came back from a trip, didn't you?
Yeah, just got back from Oklahoma. Went there, and I kind of was talking to Caleb, and we were limited on time, and if it would have been a little bit nicer, I guess I dragged some of that cold weather down there with me. It was, I think, 37 degrees on Christmas Day, and I was watching the news, and they were showing, this time last year it was 71 degrees, and I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. I went down there planning on having some nice weather, and Mom and Dad only lived not even a half a mile away from the Arkansas River. And, and that starts, in Colorado or something like that. So it dragged all that gold, during the floods.
Yep.
And wanted to hit some of them gravel bars out there, but we just got to.
You'll get out there. One of these days, we'll get out to Caleb's and hit his claim with them. Hey, you guys talk to Dennis. I'm going to run to the little boys' room quick. Okay,
Dano, how's your trip coming?
All right.
My trip, I'm doing pretty good on the collection of gold right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know you've been getting out there. You've
always did pretty good, Dano. I've seen your, some of your videos, and, I know when you get on the creek, man, you get after it.
Oh, yeah, it's time to get busy, man.
Yep.
But I did have to take a few videos down because of what's going on down at Bill's. I did take a few off so people didn't see things they shouldn't see.
Right.
Kind of aggravates me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But we won't be too political about all that. But yeah, doing pretty good. And then my girls both bought me some MDV pay dirt for Christmas, and they did the Cyber Monday deal. By God, there's some pretty good gold in there. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, Michael has some good gold. His pay dirt's pretty good.
I'm trying to amass enough gold to make it pay for me to go to Caleb's. He told me, he said, you get to my house, I got her from there, buddy. And I said, by God, somehow I'm going to make it. Love
Just
to go out there.
Gas money together.
Oh, I'd love to go out there. That'd be great. I've been to Colorado once, and it was so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful.
It's funny. I believe that the Lesser family, is that their name?
Yeah, Harold J. Lesser.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's actually working a mill where I saw my first piece of gold in Idaho Springs. That was the same mill that I saw my first piece of gold.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, because I was talking to him. It looked familiar when I first saw the pictures of him as they were starting to rebuild the mill up. I said, man, that place looks really familiar. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. But that was a. Who's on next week, Ed?
Next week, Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer.
Oh, cool.
You might want to call in on that one, Dennis.
Really?
He was on The Curse of Oak Island. He's the commander.
Oh, you got someone from The Curse of Oak Island, you dog.
Treasure Force. He's the commander. The history heretic. Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer.
Those are some of his history heretic. That's one of his pages.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has some really interesting stuff,
That
should be a really good show.
I recorded I'm recording Curse of Oak Island right now.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's recording.
I'm sure Dennis is too.
No, actually, I don't. I don't have the, and that's actually my homework. I'm supposed to be doing my homework right now for the show on Sunday. So,
Well, I'm sure Tim will
I've only got
understand.
I only got a minute or so, but I'm gonna.
Oh, that's why you gotta leave. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't have DVR and stuff. So.
Oh, and I was gonna open up the phone line so you could, some people could call in. Here, I'll do it anyway.
Now that you're here, you might as well stick.
Yeah, I would if I could, guys, but I really got.
Well, they had a repeat last week, did they?
Yes. No.
Was it a
was the week
repeat
before that. It was the week before that. It was
Oh,
a
it's
repeat.
gonna be a repeat tonight anyway.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I know it isn't.
I can't hear it, but I can see it. No, it's.
Yeah, I know, because you do your thing on Curse of Oak Island on the Sunday
that's-
show.
That's my segment. So yeah, it's.
What's
I
in
can't.
store?
I can't neglect my show to be honest.
You need to get over there and start taking some good notes then too. You missed a lot. Take better notes.
I tell you what though, if you guys are still on, and when this is over, I'll pop back over here and have you bring me back on.
Well, you should be able to hop back in.
All you gotta do is
invited into the group call. You should be able to hop right back in.
Yep.
If not, send us a message and.
Well, I probably have to have you bring me back in because my screen is still frozen. So the only way I'm going to get this off is I'm going to actually have to shut my computer completely down.
Okay,
turn back on.
But spoiler alert: they're going to find coconut fiber in a piece of wood.
No.
Why you gotta do that, Ed?
Hey, I want to know where that ship is. I want to know where the Betsy is. I think it's there.
They're finding bits and pieces of it. They'll eventually be able to put it back together.
I think it's there. I think the treasure's buried in the ship. It's in the swamp.
Oh yeah.
It could be. I heard something about that. It's interesting. I was watching a thing the other night about Knights Templars and their relationship to the pirates, and that's where the skull and crossbones on the Jolly Roger came from, was the Knights Templar, and a little bit about Captain Kidd and stuff. And I remember years ago when I was a wee little lad, the Oak Island treasure was thought to be Captain Kidd's, if I remember right. But
well, anyway, guys, hey, I'll jump back on here in a little bit if you're still going.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Thanks for stopping by, Dennis.
All right, man. See you guys.
All right, buddy.
That's funny. I actually remember the
Reader's Digest. He probably won't go away.
Yeah, we're probably stuck with him now.
Oh no.
I actually remember. I remember that article in the Reader's Digest about Curse of Oak Island when that show first started coming on. They showed the article. I go, oh man, I actually remember that because that was really interesting, you know.
Am I right? I thought when I was younger and they were first doing quite a bit of it that they thought it might have been Captain Kidd's treasure.
I don't remember the article itself, all of it, but I do remember reading it. You know, so.
So, yeah, there's so many shows. I got my box working again, and I've been watching Expedition Unknown, Curse of Oak Island,
right.
Gold Rush, Bering Sea Gold.
I hear you.
Yukon Gold.
playing catch up on it all.
Yeah. A lot of stuff I can't watch on Netflix. I can watch on Cody, whatever it is. KODI, I think's the name of the app. But yeah, but that's a cool little toy once I got it working again, right? I have another app on it though. It's misbehaving. I gotta watch some YouTube videos and see what I can do about it.
Yeah, you have to look up, Jesse, in your book. You have to look up Fort Nesbitt.
Fort what?
Fort Nesbitt, Nesbit, Nesbitt,
okay.
And it's in Harrison Township in Darke County.
Okay, I will do that.
That'd be one to look up because nobody goes around that place or nothing, and it's up there on top of the hill. Used to be you could almost see what was left of the fort, but there's nothing there now at all. It's just a woods. I don't even think nobody remembers it's there, to be truthful.
It's probably a good place to Fort take a drone, huh?
It's over by New Paris. It's a small little tract of land. It goes up a hill off the road, and you can kind of see where the fort was up there. Like I said, it's not there anymore, but you can kind of see where something would have been there.
Well, that'd be cool, you know.
It'd be nice to get permission to get on that land, find out who owns it.
Around it, yeah. There's forts all over, about a day's journey, all up and down, like our part of the state, Dan.
Yeah.
All along the Auglaize River, you know, Matt Anthony Wayne and his guys came up and established forts every day's travel, you know.
Like I was telling you earlier too, in this book that I got of treasures of gold, a lot of these places, I'm not going to say a lot, but some of these places, the payroll was stolen from the forts, by either robbers that or Indians
what
themselves.
happened? Yeah, what happened if Indians just come in and wiped them out? And nobody ever came back, and that gold was buried in the fort somewhere.
Either buried in the fort, or they took it with them and buried it somewhere else.
Because I said that Fort Nesbitt, it was from the 1800s. I mean, it was like early 1800s when Fort Nesbitt was there.
Oh, so, it was probably around the war time of all the other forts, 1812-ish.
Right.
The War of 1812 era.
So I wonder if people are interested in hearing about that, because like I was telling you earlier, I have a book on different lost and stolen treasures, gold specifically, throughout the country. So, if that's something that everybody be interested in, we could do a little 5 or 10 minute segment
on that. Lost treasures. What do you think, guys? Get the chat room active and give us some feedback.
Because there's treasures all over this country. And I was surprised at all the treasures that I saw listed for the East Coast, even the Atlantic states,
Right.
I was just surprised how many, and a lot of them have not been found. Some have been found, but a lot of them have not been found at this point.
Well, and like what would you find, like even down there at the Double D in Georgetown, where they say that one bridge is down there? It was an old wagon bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when people stopped at camp, they probably stopped by that creek to water the horses at night in camp. Well, go down there, metal detector. Go down there, walking around, poking around, looking.
Right.
You never know what you would find, what somebody had left, or if the Indians attacked them there on the creek and that stuff got left there.
So Aquajigger, he does a thing where he looks around on the ground before he even starts digging. He finds a lot of his treasures, right on top.
Oh, there's Lee just showed up.
Hey, Lee. I saw that. So, that's going to be interesting to talk to him about that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, some of that stuff he does when he dives in the creeks and finds all that stuff.
Right.
That's pretty interesting.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like it when they're river hunting,
Right.
Like that fjord you found that wheel at, and I found the bottles. There was a house up on the hill. There was a school close by.
Dennis is pulling our Oak Island. He's already saying, you ain't going to believe what they found.
Oh,
Dang it, Dennis, quit it.
a piece of wood and some coconut fiber.
You just kidding. I didn't find nothing yet.
We
was
know
talking
how our
about
buddy.
last week's.
He'll be joking around with us the whole time, I'm sure.
I know.
Do your homework, Dennis. Do your homework.
Right. Take good notes.
That's right. We'll be calling in and asking you.
Yeah, there you go. Testing them. Throwing tests out at, hey, Dennis, what happened with this? We'll call 2 or 3 times each.
Well,
You're ready, Tim.
We're going on a new year, which is
Yep.
going to be better than last year.
Yep.
We
Now,
had a really good year this past year, though.
I know we talked about this earlier before the show, but I just want to announce that I'll be doing a Boy Scout thing in Indiana on the 20th.
Right, with Ben Shears and
with
Tier
Ben
3
Shears, right.
prospecting.
Right, correct.
Yeah, you might
So-
be able to twist my arm about it. We'll see. We have 20s, it's on the 20th, so we have
Right.
17 days
Yeah.
approximately. Maybe we could even talk Dano into it,
Oh, that'd be great.
Just never know.
But yeah, it's a 1-day trip. They're gonna feed us, so.
Hey, you know how that is. First
I'm
food.
in.
If it's free, it's me, baby.
And you never pass up free food, right?
We the only thing we need to bring is, our skills and maybe a little cleanup sluice of some sort. I was thinking about taking
Maybe
some rocks.
Some rocks to see.
Yeah, some rocks, some
Fossils,
some garbage.
junk,
Yeah.
our trash, that always a good pointer or a
Yep.
good piece for the kids because they see what we drag out. They see.
Well,
what
I didn't.
clean.
I've kind of been sitting back and waiting to see what kind of response he's been getting, and he's got a couple people that are definite, but most have got other things to do. So I went ahead and volunteered. It's a couple-hour drive for me, so I think it's 88 miles from where I'm at.
Right.
So no big deal.
All
Hey, it's free
Abigail
food, man.
would have
I'll
been.
drive 2 miles for free food.
And
Hot dogs and beans, man. Whatever. It'll be fun.
oh yeah, I know when we were up at Camp Mayakonda last year, that was a really good time.
Yeah.
Yes,
I had
it
a
was.
good time doing that.
I'm also going to be buying what's it called? Let me see here. The Gold Getter sluice pan.
Yeah. They're out
I wanna-
west. I'm gonna get one too when I can get $40 to spend on it.
Actually, it's more than that.
Well, with shipping and everything.
Yeah, it's like $60.
I've sent.
But I
them
want to
a-
try it out. I want to try it. It looks pretty cool.
So do I. And our buddy Dennis Peterson
David
David
Peterson.
Peterson of Dream Mat told us about that.
Right.
You
It's a
know,
little mom and pop operation.
And it looks like a good tool, and his son loves it. So
Yep. Yeah. I
I'm-
guess he's getting another one because his boys are fighting over it.
Well,
So I'm gonna go ahead and get one and try it
there
out.
you go. I was
See
gonna
how it
make
works.
my own, and
Yeah.
I was kind of looking at ways to make my own. But I was talking to David the other day, and I was gonna buy one, and also Jess.
Oh, so
I've been
poking
trying.
at you too, huh?
I've been trying to get them on the show,
Oh, have
scheduled
ya?
to be on this show, but
Well,
I've
so make
tried
one-
their website twice. I called the number David Peterson gave me for them a couple
Right.
times. I've tried contacting them through Facebook. So the people of Gold Getter, if I would love to have you on the show if you're listening to us now or in the future. Yeah, get a hold of us. We'd love to have you on. Your invention looks really good. It looks like a cool tool. So, definitely. That'd be another nice little piece to put in the arsenal, huh? And not to put down any other product, but it's a lot cheaper than a couple of similar products.
Right. Right.
And definitely, David Villa, so many tools, so little time.
Yeah. There's so little gold.
Lee Hirschberger says, free food where?
I seen that.
Probably on the eastern side of the state, straight across from you. At a Boy Scout demonstration.
Here, let me find
talk Lee into bringing the little gold spinner.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Hey, we have a phone call.
Bring them on.
I am bringing them on. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Rich Cooley. How you guys doing?
Hey, Rich. How are you?
Pretty good, guys. I was listening to you earlier. I had to, because I'm at work, so I had to stop and do some stuff, and I just come back in and seen everybody was gone. Dennis and all them already left, so.
Well, Dennis is doing his research for Sunday's show.
Right. Oak Island.
So.
Oh, okay.
So if we're still on when he's done,
we're gonna quiz him.
Yeah, we'll quiz him Sunday.
Yeah, I will be on tomorrow night's show, but then I'm off for a while because I'm going on a cruise. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeehaw.
And where are you going to?
I'm actually leaving Saturday. We're going out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, going on an 8-day cruise with Carnival, going to Amber Cove, Aruba, Caraco, and Dominican Republic.
Wow, sounds like fun.
Come back
Taking your
Sunday.
pilot with you?
Oh, I'm gonna take a pen with me. Yeah, to hit the beaches, look for black sand and stuff. Definitely.
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
would have liked to take a metal detector, but too much pain in the butt.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, our Thomas just showed up. Evening, Thomas.
Well, maybe you could rent one down there.
Oh,
That's possible. Yeah, that's possible.
You know, you never know. You know, mention it on the show Sunday night. You know, and maybe one of our world followers will hook you up.
well, yeah, one of
let's in Amber Cove or.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I have an Ace 250, which I don't know how it would do actually for beach. Probably not really good for beach sand, but.
Well, they're not.
It's possible.
No,
yeah, the head is. Yeah, the head and everything is. As long as you don't get the box and stuff underneath.
Right.
Did you say Costa Rica in there too in that list of ports?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm actually going to Amber Cove, which is part of Dominican Republic, and then we're going to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And then Caraco and Aruba.
Oh, okay.
Other islands, yeah.
I don't know why I got Costa Rica. I was going to say check out some mines because they mine amber and stuff down there. So you might be able to find a mine or something you could even check out.
Oh, I'll be definitely checking for places. I'll guarantee you when I'm walking around. Especially if we come onto a waterfall or something. I'll be in there.
The guy we're going to have on, Aqua Jigger, check out some of his videos because he
does a lot of things.
But he does this thing where he actually goes out without a metal detector and looks at the surface. And he has some videos out there talks about how he does that.
I'm sure when you have a trained eye, like some of these detectorists out here, like actually Aqua Jigger, and even
that's what I was talking about. Aqua Jigger.
Sean Yoder here in the audience. He's one of he's the pops of the Backwoods Boys on YouTube, but I'm sure they with a trained eye, they can look at your terrain and say, okay, there's a place where a house was, and that indentation could be a privy or something. So
yeah, it's just like we do when we prospect. We get down and look at the stream and look where the high side, low side is, you know, and try to figure out where the gold line is. You know, it's basically the same thing they do. You know, they go out and they look at lower depressions and higher depressions and see any kind of, you know, old places that used to be there, and then try to imagine, you know, what it would actually look like back then, and then go from there. So they basically kind of do the same thing we do.
John Wolf says take a pocket pan with you, Rich.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pocket pan. I don't have a pocket pan. I got a Gold Claw.
Oh, dang it, man.
Oh, you don't have the pocket pan by Gold Claw? Boy.
Nope. I have a Gold Claw, but I don't have a pocket pan.
Well, you know, the Gold Claw is really portable. It fits in a backpack or something really easy.
Yeah, I use my 1849 pan, and like I said, I didn't get to use the Gold Claw on real material yet. Well, I don't want to say real material. I used it on that Alaskan gold, and it didn't work so well because the polarity of it's so light, it just washes right out.
Gotta keep it underwater.
Yeah,
that's the main trick with it. You gotta keep that pan underwater, and you won't have that problem.
Been there, done that. I bet you if you would give me that material that you got from Alaska, that you got from Razor, that you used that on, I guarantee I'll find gold in it.
Oh, I'm
you
not
want to take me up on that challenge?
No, I'm not saying you won't. I'm
but
not the best player in the world.
But I guarantee you that when I pan something out, you're not going to find any gold in it. I can guarantee that.
Send me some of your stuff. We'll see.
Not a problem. Send me your stuff.
Send me some of your stuff, and I'll send you some of mine.
Okay.
And we'll have a swap. We'll have a swap, and then we'll have to have you back on again, Rich, and we could talk about your swap.
Yeah.
Problem is I don't have any right now because I throw it away when I'm done.
Oh.
But I will get some. Because I know there's nothing in it.
Well, when I'm done, there's nothing in it either. But, you know.
Oh, I know how it is, Jesse. Is what it is.
Oh,
I get it
Lee
out.
Hirschberger says, I'll take that challenge, Rich.
Yeah.
Well, I know Lee will.
Oh,
I need to get a hold of Lee anyway. I got some stuff for him to do for me. So.
If he's in the chat right now.
All right, guys. I just wanted to call in, chit-chat with you, and keep you guys busy.
We're definitely glad you did. Thanks for calling in, and everybody out there who's not a member of GPS, Gold Prospector Space, or know of Prospectors Radio, join them every Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time and every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. I'll have the URLs in the credits at the end of the video, so if not, it's prospectorsradio.com or goldprospectorspace.com. Become a member.
I can't wait to get out with you guys again then too next year.
Yep.
My dredge is in the paint booth now, so.
Oh, excellent.
It's just about done. All I got to do is get it back and put everything together and get the floats done, and I'll be ready to rock and roll.
Well,
so
Rich, I know we all
test it first.
What's that?
You gonna take it somewhere to test it before you come out to where we're at?
I might be able to get down to Virginia. It depends. here, and hopefully I'm hoping the end of February, March, we get a couple good 50, 60 degree weather. I'll take it out and try it out. Definitely.
Cool.
But yeah, I bench tested the motor and the pump and everything at home there before it got cold. I actually I took a big trash can and filled it full of water, and then took sawhorses and attached the motor to the wood, and then screwed it into the sawhorses, and then just run the hoses down into the big thing of water and fired her up and let her rip.
We're good.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had to end up putting another carburetor on it because the other one, the choke wasn't working correctly. So
yeah, I remember you
I
said
bought
something
a
about that.
carburetor. Yeah, I bought a carburetor for $12 online. So
There you go.
Fixed.
can't beat it.
Did you get an extra one?
No, I'm gonna get that one rebuilt,
Oh, okay. There you go.
or I'll probably rebuild it myself. And I think a Jet's got something stuck in it. So
Yeah.
with all the gas, different types of gas, you get that stuff built up in there. So
Right. Yeah, I got a friend across the street who works on small engines. He says the biggest problem with small engines is the gas you use. That cheaper gas, it's got too much ethanol. And
yeah, well, they say there is some places like my buddy told me there is a place in town there that I can get the non-ethanol.
Right.
He
says
the non-ethanol.
The biggest problem with it is what happens to a lot of these small engines. There's nothing really wrong with the engine. The cheap gas that gets put in them disintegrates the pickup tube inside the tank. So a lot of times these guys, if you see somebody going around buying a lot of these small weed eaters or lawnmowers and stuff like that aren't working, he's buying them up, replacing that hose, and he's selling them double.
Right, making money.
Crippling his money, just replacing a little 3 or 4 inch piece of hose.
Yep.
That's what he does. He does it all day long.
All right. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you later, man. You guys have a good New Year, and hopefully we'll hit it off with a bang this year.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich.
Thanks for calling
I
in.
know we'll see you before too long.
Hey,
Yep.
all right. Take it easy, Rich.
See you,
All right.
buddy.
Bye-bye, guys.
Good night, bud.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Our buddy Ray just come in.
Yeah.
Yep,
And,
greatest come in.
Yeah. Ray needs some help, people. Go like
Yeah.
his page and subscribe so we can get him over that 1,000.
Yeah, I shared him on Facebook. Head over so he gets a grand of subscribers. I want him to get that grand before the end of the week. And
Right.
speaking of a grand of subscribers, there's a good family here. Sean Yoder and his son Jacob's in the room right now.
Hey, Sean, Jacob.
Backwoods Boys. They seem like a really cool group of guys out from PA area. Rich Cooley, who was just on the phones, also from PA. Not far from where Jocelyn is, but these boys are also metal detectorists and pops, Sean's pops, but they're a good group of guys heading towards 100 themselves. And okay, now Sean just said, "Hey, rednecks." So, oh, that's right. Redneck is Jacob. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay. He said because I was forgetting nicknames for a minute. So I vote for Weedy for Seth, guys. That's their other son, Sean's other son, who wants to get in on the action of the Backwoods Boys. And they have a contest going on right now for a nickname for him. So I say Weedy because his very first find was a spill of weedy pennies.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a big
yeah.
guy. He's like a Hulkmeister, a juggernaut. He'd make a good front line guy on a football team, or he is a football player. So, he chose that one himself. Weedy, I win. I win. Ta-da! Woo!
You cheated. You already knew that.
Fixed.
Yeah, you got the fix in.
But you know how it is with chat. I'm probably reading that all wrong and getting things all mixed up and exciting myself for nothing. Huh? But they're also pushing 1,000 and want to get their, So go over to the right of the Backwoods Boys. You'll see the 3 bullets there. Click on it. Click on their channel. Go visit them. And give both those guys, Ray Rusa and the Backwood Boys, your subscription. And actually, they're on our guest list. They're down there. I'm way far out, so I'm not gonna name them off.
Yeah,
I know how you've been getting on me about that, Jesse, and you're right. You're right. So I'll cool it on that. But next week should be a really good show with Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer. That should be a really good show. So do your homework, guys. And I'll get the list out to you like I said in text yesterday. So before I tell you, oh yeah, we're having Hutton Pulitzer on next week. So go watch some videos, guys. So
Hey, Ed, I'm going to have to cut out of here myself tonight a little early. My battery is dying on my phone. And I can't plug it in and listen to the show.
Uh-oh.
So, listen to your phone. I can't. Listen, it's so weird. I got the new iPhone, right?
Yeah.
The 7. And you can't plug in a headphone anywhere but where you plug in the
where you charge it.
Yep.
All right. Ray's at 998.
All right.
We only need 2 more subscribers to go to Ray Rusa's channel and subscribe to him. So everybody go look. I'm sure everyone in this room is probably subscribed anyway.
Right.
Maybe. Except for some of the new Detectorists that came in while Andy was on. If they're still here, head on over there. But I can show you just by the names in the room that 99.9 of them are Ray's subscribers also. Ray's our good friend from Juneau, Alaska. Those who don't know, I'm pretty much talking to the Yoders right now. He's a great guy, great sense of humor. Actually, I got a picture from the Gold Show in Indianapolis where I could have swore his twin brother was there when they were doing the raffles. But the picture didn't come out clear. It's kind of blurry.
Like Sasquatch.
Yeah, like Sasquatch. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, but he has some good beach dirt. I get gold in every pan. Loving it.
Oh, man, that's some stuff.
Oh, yeah. Make you a good gold claw user doing
big time
stuff.
Big time.
And,
all right, Ed, I have to go. I'm on red. I'm getting ready to die here.
Okay, well, what about your laptop and your tablet and all your
my
other
tablet's
devices?
dead. My tablet's dead. I don't know if I can get it on my laptop here. I'll try. Well, I've had trouble with that in the past.
You're gonna have to make sure all those are charged up on show nights, buddy.
That's the thing. I usually use my pad, but It's not charging. It's charging, but it's not charging. You know, it's been sitting on a charger the whole time, and it hasn't moved.
All right, Ray broke 1,000.
Nice.
Excellent, excellent. I'm
So
giving you a hard time.
If I cut out here, it's because my phone went dead.
Okay. Well,
You know.
if you cut off, try to get back on
there.
before we head out. But way to go. Well, Sean, Pops, come out to Gold Rush Days. I'm not sure what part of Pennsylvania you all are at, but every year during Labor Day weekend, the Buckeye chapter of the GPAA, we have our Gold Rush Days. We have night metal detect hunts. We have day metal detect hunts, all kind of gold prospecting going on. I believe actually Drew and Jocelyn said they were coming this year.
Yep.
Coming up. So you're more than welcome to join us at the Swank West property of the GPAA. There, Rich Cooley, who was on and a co-host of Prospectors Radio, Sean, he finds gold in PA where he's from. He's more on the eastern by Jocelyn. He lives not far from Jocelyn. But there's gold in Pennsylvania, yes, sir. But it's a real pain in the keister. It's pretty much panning only. If it's a lot of red tape and bureaucratic BS once you get into wanting to do something bigger than shovel and gold pan. But you're more than welcome. Come out to Ohio and we'll get you on some gold, right, Dano?
Sure. Oh, yeah. I'm more than happy to take them out to the creek for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing better than a day on the creek, man.
Oh, yeah. Beats the day at work.
You ain't a kidding. You ain't a kidding.
Excellent. Yeah, get a hold of Drew about that. He'll fill you in. He has the, I believe he has the flyers for it. If you know Patrick O'Masters or Susie Weiss O'Masters, isn't that her name on Facebook? Why am I asking you, Dano? You're a Facebook Nazi.
I don't get on Facebook, you know that.
But Patrick O'Masters is very, very active in our chapter of the Buckeye chapter. And he's really big into metal detecting. So I know, I believe he has a lot to do with Beyond Sight and Sound and American, what's the name of his group? American Metal Detectorist and Relic Recoverist group on Facebook. I might be wrong about that, and I don't want to bring up Facebook because our stream's been perfect all night. So
that's a rarity.
Yeah,
rarity.
Usually, you know, it goes in the orange and even red for a minute or a few, but she comes back, thank goodness. But Detect America, that could be it. I'll open up the phone lines. I know Carl was talking about calling in. I believe Carl is from the UK, and he was the winner of the pay dirt from one of our sponsors, Carolina Prospectors. I think so. It seems like he might be back. Are you back, Jesse?
I'm back.
Yay! So, Carl, phone lines are open. What's the phone number?
Well, it's scrolling there at the bottom, or is it not scrolling at the bottom?
Richard Peel.
Oh,
Truth Seeker is not allowed on Facebook.
419-741-4090.
There you go. I was getting ready to say it too.
Yeah. I was gonna type it in, but
Call now.
the phone lines are open.
Call
If you
now.
want to talk to us about whatever you want, ask us what was our best episode last year, Hangout Live, or our trip down south, or whatever, call in now. Phone lines are open. 419-741-4090.
And it was just posted in the chat.
Thank you, Dano.
Sir?
So, what's our goals for this year, guys?
Find a baby head sized nugget. Not do nothing but prospect from that point on.
Okay. Our
Baby
goals,
size.
not our dream. That'd be a nice nugget. Be like the one was reported found in the Belleville area of Ohio.
Yep.
In 1999 by a couple of brothers. That'd be a nice find.
That's the rumor.
I hear the mistake they made was not selling it for the offer they got and crushing it. And evidently, I guess the offer was better. But,
I'm ready for this new year. I'm ready for it to start and get going.
Andrew, when he was in here before he was rushed off by that first aid emergency at his work, he was saying about how he wouldn't mind having a little like segment when you were talking about lost treasures and stuff about the mining history in different parts of our areas.
Right, of Ohio.
Right.
Ohio, Indiana, or whatever.
Because we've had some gold mines in this area,
Oh yeah, Little Stampede in Belleville.
Right. Well, and then don't forget the mine just outside of Batavia. Back in the 1800s.
Do you read what Lee said in the room? Lee has a goal of gold recovery of 15 ounces for this year.
Thomas says a weekly?
Yeah, I don't get out enough to do that.
I want to know where Lee's going for 15 ounces a week because I'd like to tail him a little.
Yeah. I think you need to get there before he gets there.
Yeah. Because that little gold spinner, she gets the gold.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. But a pound a year would be nice.
Would be nice.
Yes, it would, Dan. And Dan's another prospector out in the Motherlode, Hangtown, California, who also puts out prospecting videos. Well, let's get some people, even Dano here, Rignad Man, let's get some subscribers to some of our channels, huh, guys?
Well, I've gained a few. I've been gaining one here and there lately, and I've actually took videos down.
Send you the info for what, Jonathan Hook, buddy? For the little gold spinner? Or for what? I'm lost. I know I want to get us out on the stream more. My number one goal for this year of 2008 is to at least get my shop cleaned up so I can actually start working on the rocker box for this season's In the Shed with Ed. But both of you guys have seen my shop, and it's a disaster area.
It's a disaster.
I told you I'll come take one for the team and help you when you want to do it.
Anytime I have a weekend free, I just need to get out there and have it heated enough this time of year to do it. But, you know.
Well, if we're working hard enough,
just-
we don't have to have that heat, buddy.
Just starting to move stuff around and throwing away stuff and putting stuff in the trash and recycle bin. I'm
Throwing
sure
away
we
stuff,
could
Ed?
Throwing away stuff. A lot of that
Throwing
stuff
away
I
stuff,
can.
Ed?
A lot of that stuff I can use somewhere
It's
down
good
the road.
stuff.
Somewhere.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna throw it away, Ed?
You sound like Judy, Jesse.
Ed, you're gonna throw that away?
You might need to come supervise. Gonna
don't
throw
know, you
that
might
away,
need that.
Ed? You'll sound
might
like
need
a
that for
broken
something else.
record. I think I just might put you on a loop. Are you gonna throw that away, Ed? Are you gonna throw that away, Ed? Are you
Ed,
gonna
throw that away?
Hey, Ed, gonna throw that away? Oh my goodness.
Yes, I know the feeling, though. I might need that piece of wood for something.
Oh, yeah.
And we could start out the season by doing some demos for some Boy Scouts at. It's also called the Klondike Gold Rush, isn't it?
Yes, I was looking for that earlier, and I had it to tell you, but something else came up. I don't remember what it was. Let me see here.
David Villa, just hide it behind the garage like me. I already do that, David.
That's the pile he's wanting to clean up.
That's the part.
But he'll wind up moving up from the back to the front.
Yeah, a lot of it needs to go to the recycler and to the trash.
Okay. So that's at the Boy Scout. Location is a Anthony Wayne Scout Reservation in Pleasant Lake, Indiana. January 20th. It's on Saturday, 9 to 3. Bring your stuff.
Bring your stuff.
I guess the ages range from first grade to fourth grade. So, a bunch of little kids. That's cool.
Huh. Right on.
And where'd you say it was at?
It is, if you want to write this down, it's January 20th, 9
We got a
a.m.
caller.
to 4 p.m. Anthony Wayne Scout Reservation, 2282 West, 500 South, Pleasant Lake, Indiana.
Okay.
About 88 miles from me.
Hello, caller. Could you please turn down your radio real low, or your computer, or whatever device you're listening to us on? We have a feedback. And what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Hook, Ed, and Jess. How y'all doing? I've got everything turned down. The only thing you're hearing is Oak Island on TV, but I turned it down too, so.
Oh, that's cool. How you doing, brother?
I am doing good.
I'm still hearing an echo.
Okay, well, I'm going to step off into the other room, so how's this? Is that any better?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Oh,
okay, because I had it turned down, but I don't know, but it's all good. Hey, I wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you, brother.
Thing. Hey, no problem. And Jess and Ed, both of you guys get with me coming up here within the next couple months. We'll see what we can get on with some Boy Scout and Cub Scout stuff because I got an 8-year-old ready to go. And the main thing is, I think you guys had an awesome guest tonight. Wish he could have stayed on longer. I was actually wanting to talk to him, but hey, you guys are doing awesome. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be something I'd like to talk to you about for the summertime. Maybe a weekend camping out from the Scouts.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one thing. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. I haven't been much on my putting videos out because cold weather. I get foggy pictures and stuff. But I got another camera coming. But
cold weather,
I have still been prospecting. Well, that's true too. But you know, I don't worry about that part. I've been told I was foggy all my life, so you know. But there'll be more videos coming up. We got more new things coming out. Like you had Jocelyn on there here recently. My wife is a big follower of hers, which we're going to be doing more of the metal detecting too, and there will be videos of all that coming up soon. I've already done a few. I just haven't posted them yet, but because I've also obtained a couple other properties just for metal detecting. So I'm up to about 11 properties now. So most of them's prospecting only in the creeks, but a few of them are metal detecting and everything. So those will be, I'm going to try to open up at least 4 properties this year to everybody. I just had the one last year. I'm going to try to have at least 4 this year. Got tents, everything coming. So, but the main thing was tell you guys are still doing an awesome job. You always do. And it's New Year, and I just want to let you know, hey, cool, and I'm loving the show.
Thank you very much, Hook. And type down your information in the room, like Hook, Hookmeister's Prospecting and Outdoors in Greensburg, Indiana.
Yes, or you can find me under Jonathan Perrette in Greensburg, Indiana.
All right. They can find you on Facebook, your group page, right? Hookmeister Prospecting and Outdoors.
Yep.
Excellent. There you go. A lot of permissions. Sounds promising, Hook.
I'm doing everything I can, and I tell you what, one thing this year, I'm hoping I get going good enough to really start pushing more of a fight toward keeping us out here on private lands, public lands, and everything, and safeguarding everybody involved. So that's a biggie with me and children. Let's get these kids outside.
I hear that.
Yeah, because they're tearing up my house playing Nerf wars. Let me tell you, man, them Nerf darts. I'll tell you. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, but me and my wife's been being beat up for last week with Nerf darts. I'll tell you. But, so
great.
Yeah, but got a lot of things looking forward to this year, and definitely getting you guys over here because I'm saving a special spot just for you two.
Excellent. Don't forget Dano.
Well, I won't, but Dano's, he always says he's always busy. What can we do? He's always busy. That's what he said. He says, I'm always busy.
We'll round him up.
We'll grab him by suspenders.
Grab me by my suspenders. Yank me to the creek.
Hey, if you guys have to drag him over. I got chains. We can lock him up. He won't go nowhere. We'll keep him right there at the water's edge.
Once we get him there, he'll have no problem.
Yeah, I was
keeping
going to say, once you get him there, though, you're not going to be able to get him to leave.
Well, like I said, you guys know I've got several dredges. You guys don't even have to bring equipment. I got high bankers. I've got a trommel. I've got it. Just all you got to do is just drive here. So you guys are more than welcome.
I'll be bringing my speed banker.
Well, you bring what you want. I got enough to back you up. I promise.
Yeah,
You
bring
gotta
our
try it out,
speed
yeah.
banker, and we'll bring our other stuff, our snares, and you betcha.
You bring it over. You better bring metal detectors and stuff too, because the place I plan on taking you guys, it's a choice place. That's all I'll say.
Well,
Okay.
when we come to a little bit of paradise, we'll definitely bring our detectors too.
Oh yeah, and down there definitely with that. But this place I plan on taking you is a lot different than that. I promise you.
Oh, it's a different spot. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
one of my private honey holes.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Do love
Yep.
them honey
So
holes.
you guys have a great time. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing awesome. And also with Tim and them, they're doing great on their show too. I'm glad tonight. So hey, everybody, just keep up the good work, and let's just keep pushing all this stuff forward. That's all
Sure.
You know, I mean,
What we're trying to do.
Yeah, we just gotta keep it where we can go outside, and then instead of just sitting in a chair doing nothing.
I hear you there,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I've already started.
Alrighty.
My pants are already starting to get tight.
All
Thanks for
right.
calling in,
Okay.
Jonathan.
No
Appreciate
problem,
you.
and thank you. All right.
Definitely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, brother.
Jonathan Perret.
Yeah, Mr. Hook. Could find him at Hookmeister Prospecting and Outdoors over on Facebook. Yeah, I know, Dano, you're a Facebook Nazi.
I know.
I know.
I'm a horrible person. I know.
I wouldn't say that, but you are a Facebook Nazi.
Yep, I agree with you, Dan Zoller. Need to get over to Hooks and suck it up.
I hear ya. I hear ya, Dan. I hear ya. Oh, man. Well,
Uh-oh.
what?
I don't know. What'd you find out?
No, nothing, honey.
You're sitting there weirding out. I don't know.
Oh, I just belched.
Oh. Didn't get it on you, did you?
No, sir. No, sirree.
Yeah, definitely like to get to some different places this year. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try the spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm always anxious to try new spots.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
I'd like to get out a lot more this coming year.
And if you can break the
That
detector
would
out
be
a little more,
that
too.
would be a good thing to shoot for, is getting out more.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Last year I didn't
Definitely.
get hardly at all. And when I did, the creek was flooded.
Right. I mean, like even with us, we got out some good places, but it was like far and few between. I mean, you know, we did take a nice trip down south, and we had a good time. And
Spent more time dinking around than we did in the creek.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
But
there's
actually-
now the next time we go down, we can do less dinking around and exploring and more time digging and dredging.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Because we got all that other stuff out of the way, so.
Yep, I done got that part out of me.
Quit trying to go and just go.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, at least just like quit trying and go. There you go. Just trying and just go.
Just go.
Just go. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
Just do it.
Oh,
Do
hey,
it.
did I tell you I sold my van?
Oh, you sold your van? No.
Yeah, sold it last week.
No more shaggin' wagon.
Yeah,
No. Well, what I got it for, you know, for doing this kitchen, I really wound up not even using it, just putting a bunch of money into it. So when I got an offer to at least get my money back, I took it.
well, there you go.
You know,
When the-
before I started losing money on it.
When the time is right, you'll come across something better. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So yeah, it was okay. I didn't mind. No seller's remorse. Nor
There
was
you
a good.
go.
It was a good band. It wound up being a really good band.
But it just didn't fit the plan.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the right time. You know what I'm saying?
There's a time and a place for everything, so
Right.
you know, I can't help it. So.
But it's after 10 o'clock, and we should probably call it a night.
You're probably right. You know, before
Yep.
too long, Judy's gonna be
Out
not.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Remember last time you said that right on time? She stomped as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
It says just keep it down.
Well, keep it down to a medium roar. I need to put some. Well, even if I insulate the joist right above my head, that's the kitchen. You know,
Right.
She hears because the room's right next to the stairwell. And I'm under kind of the stairwell. I guess it just projects that way. She's a really early bird to bed. Early to bed, early to rise, where I'm a night owl. And
Her ears are probably ringing right now. She's waking up.
Then he's down in the basement below her, and we get him laughing, and she's stomping on the floor because he's being too loud.
But yeah.
So, yeah, I think we should call it a night. Thank everybody for being here with us tonight.
Yes.
Definitely. It's because of you out there we do what we do here. And we appreciate the time you give us, because like us, we believe your time's valuable too. And we really appreciate it, huh, guys?
Yes, sir.
And it was an excellent year, 2017. We have a better year coming up. And we'll be bringing you along with us. Check out Ert Radio. Subscribe to his channel, Ronald's. He plays some pretty good music on his radio station too. You're more than welcome, Dan. Thank you for being part of our community, buddy. Thank you, Lee. All right, guys. So
And thanks, Jared, for moderating again tonight.
Yep.
yes,
He's
yes.
always in there.
Job you do.
Greatly appreciate it.
And we didn't have too much trouble tonight either. I didn't notice a whole lot went on tonight.
Nope. That's good.
That's good. They're understanding. Don't come on our show and start your stuff.
That's
we got Mr. Lodak here, so
That's right. There's a sheriff in town.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Mr. Lodak, you know. He'll get you.
All right, you guys.
Definitely. Oh, whoops. Should have put that away sooner. Oh, I had a cigarette in my mouth. Thanos. Nothing
Bad,
good.
Ed.
Bad. Shame on you.
Bad, Ed.
Kids, don't do that. Bad.
I think if people seen you without it, they would think different.
Bad. I know, it's a nasty habit. Hey, I got rid of a lot of my other vices.
That's all right.
You know, so hey, old dogs do learn new tricks and people do change.
Yeah, but old dogs piss wherever they want.
Well,
All right,
speaking
guys,
of,
I'm
I
outta
need to piss and I need to take out the trash. So, you know, until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he says.
That I do. Maybe one day too. We'll see you on the river. Good night, y'all.
Night, folks.
Good night, everybody. Good night,
Good
Ed.
night, everybody. Good night,
Good night,
Jesse. Good night,
Night,
Dana.
Jesse. Night,
Dan,
Ed.
Thomas, Jared.
Everybody in the room. Night. Yep.
Night,
Truth
everybody.
Seeker, Lee, Mary. Yeah.
Night, everybody.
In the shed with a head.